punishments in our handbook are set up for a reason. We want our students to realize that there are always consequences, and they can't sit down and negotiate their way out.
I'm in in-school suspension because I had a couple tardies to a class, and I'm not feeling too well today. I've been really sick and I've been throwing up, and I'd like to talk to Mr. Halter. Hi, Mr. Halter.
Hi, Jessica.
I'm in in-school suspension right now, and I'm not feeling too well, and I think I might need to go home.
Okay, that's not a problem, but how many days do you have left in school suspension?
I'm supposed to get out Friday. Friday's supposed to be my last day.
So if you go home today, that'll bump you back to Monday, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now if you bump back to Monday, you know our policy is that you cannot attend an after-school function while you are being assigned ISS during that time frame.
Like prom?
Yes. That would mean that you would miss prom.
But that's not fair though. Like,
I'm not worried about being fair. That's policy.
I just think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think that book is ridiculous.
And
I
that's
think
fine.
the way that you can't just.
That's certainly your opinion, but in this school, for this year, this handbook is our guidelines. Our student handbook is more or less the Bible that we run this school by. We're not going to deviate from it any.
My punishment should be an in-school suspension for my tardies, but instead I feel like it's having to choose between prom, one of the most important nights of my life, and staying at school while I'm really sick. And I'm having to make that choice when it's not fair to me.
Okay, hon, if you had not been tardy 7 times and received 5 days in school suspension, then we would not be having this conversation.
I understand that.
Okay, and that's all there is to that, okay?
I feel really sick, and I don't want to be here because I'm sick and I feel horrible. I'm throwing up, and I've already thrown up twice. I'm not asking for you to bend the rules. I'm just asking for a little bit of slack because I'm sick. That's all I'm asking for.
I'm not going to give you any slack, okay? And that'll be my decision. We're going to follow the policy, and you will serve in school suspension or go home, honey. If you're sick, go home.
But I just spent $200 on a dress. I'm not going home after I spent $200 on a dress, and I'm sick. And what if I'm sick tomorrow? I can't help that. I'm not going to spend the next 3 days in school just so I can go to prom because I'm sick. Prom is really, really important. It's like a girl's dream, and he has no sympathy for me at all. Is there any way I can please go home today and serve it Monday and still go to the prom?
No.
Please. I wouldn't be sitting in your office if I wasn't extremely sick fighting about my prom.
The rules are the rules. I'm not breaking them. I'm not going to allow you to break them. And I'm not going to deviate from them because I can't and I won't.
I have to go to prom.
Let's end it like this, Jessica. As I've said before, we don't negotiate on these punishments, all right? We can't accept it.
Sick.
Go in. Hey, bathroom's right around the corner.
Okay.
Have a good day.
He looks at that handbook like it's a Bible. He thinks that's his life. He doesn't care about his students' feelings. He doesn't care about anything. He cares about that stupid handbook. Who cares about that handbook? No one cares, Mr. Halter, no one cares.
I hope that what Jessica learned out of this is a lifelong lesson that sometimes we have to do things that we don't necessarily want to do.